Plant is in that division. Is in that division, a league of his own. It's his time.
Caleb is a guy that's developing into a star. He's got a complete game. I really like what he does. You know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah. I'm screaming that's none. When I pulled up the line, that's none.
Boxing is all about confidence. You have to believe you can win. I can't just hope that I can win. You know, man, I hope I get in there and get lucky. That don't make no sense. You got to believe in yourself.
Black stripe, yellow paint. Them niggas scared of it, but them hoes ain't. Soon as I hit the club, look at them hoes' face. Hit the pedal once, make the floor shake. Sway inside, my engine roaring. It's the big boy, you know what I paid for it. And I got the pedal to the metal. Got you niggas checking in, I'm falling out on every level. Hear them haters talk, but there's nothing you could tell them. Just made $1 million, got enough.
All right. Hey, there we go. We good. Welcome. Happy Monday to everybody. Hope everybody had a great weekend. It's me, Marcus Watson, here again once, for a beautiful Monday. We're going to have Good Music Monday. Welcome to it. Want to say a few things first. All right, here we go. A few things first. Great weekend. I had a great weekend. Respect to everyone. I hope everyone had a great weekend out there. Shout out to the Los Angeles Dodgers. So you see what I'm repping right now. They won. They're going to the World Series. Shout out to the Dodgers, okay? LA is on. And, catch out the bag. We see who my guest is already. Shout out to the Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry, he's balling. Ryan Tannehill. So there's a lot of good things. And another shout out, man. Shout out to Teofimo Lopez, man. Way to go. You did that, bro. Good stuff, man. Great fight. All right. So, yeah. Once again, we're here to pay some homage and respect to good people doing good things in this good world that we're living in, and just get more insight and intellect on people's journey. All right, so my guest today, I have a special guest for you guys every Monday, and today's guest is the IBF super middleweight champion of the world. Okay, a loving husband, a loving son, a great individual all the way around, an entrepreneur, just a solid dude, man. And he's also married to Jordan Plant, so they're like a power couple in this world we're living in right now. And shout out to Jordan Plant. And that's it. So let me waste no more time, and let's bring in none other than the super middleweight IBF world champion, Caleb Sweet Hands Plant. Okay. Mm-hmm. Caleb, Sweet Hands Plant. What's up, my brother? Okay, I see you got the Lakers. You repping LA all day, man. I see you. Okay. That's good, man. It's my guy, man. How you holding up out there, man? How's everything going with the family?
Man, everything's good out here in Vegas. Me out here just working, getting to it. So I got to go home actually this last week with my fam back in Tennessee, and they're all doing good, hanging in there. So everything's good. What about you?
Tight. That's good. Everybody's good out this way, man. Same thing. Everybody's good, hanging in there, doing the best we can just to stay safe and weather this storm that's going on, and also staying consistent as far as the everyday grind. So that's cool. Hey, before we start, Caleb, your team is looking great, man. Is that your team, though? First of all, Tennessee Titans, man, they balling out right now. Is that your squad?
Yeah, that's been my team. It's been rough for some years now, but they're starting to pull it together. So I'm super happy about that.
It's looking up. Yeah, it's looking up, man. Every once in a while, Caleb, I'm gonna shoot out a couple people that's in here. Shout out to my brother Bob, BG Bob. You already know him. He's in here. Shout out to B Waddy, and we live, man. Cool. So, Caleb, let's not waste too much time, man. Let's get on what they want a little bit, man. Some more insight, a little bit about you, bro. So, you're from Ashland, Tennessee. Is that correct?
Yeah, Ashland City.
All right, Ashland City. So, how was that growing up for the young Caleb Plant, bro? Like, how was it out there? How was that situation, man?
Well, Ashland City, it's about 20 minutes outside of downtown Nashville. And it's a real rural area. I'm from the country. So, you know, it was pretty simple. There's like 3,000 people where I'm from in my city, so real slow moving, and really wasn't nothing to do but go to the gym or get in trouble, you know. And I did a little bit of both, but kind of a poor, area, but you know, a lot of beautiful things there too. So
That's cool. No, that's good, man. That's good. So let's go with that's cool, man. Ashland City. I want to say I've been there, right, bro? Or did I go to Ashland? I know we were in Nashville for sure, but I don't know if I made it to the hometown all the way, huh?
yeah, you didn't make it that far out.
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there, bro. I'm gonna get there. All right. So then let's go with when you were young, were you into like music or sports or anything? What was what was that? What's going on there?
Yeah, so I've always been really close to my dad, and you know, he's always really been into music, art, and you know, just all types of stuff. So I was a fan of music early on, all types of music. I never music, but I was played football when I was younger, from the age of like 7 to right before my freshman year of high school. I played up until the summer right before, and you know, once I got to high school, he said, you know, both boxing and football are pretty. High school ball is demanding, so you know, at this point, I think you should pick one. That way, you can, you know, just put all your eggs in one basket and really focus on one. He said, I don't care which one you pick, but you know, I chose boxing because my town was so small. We didn't really get a lot of recruits or a lot of looks out there, so I figured I'd really just put it on my back and, you know, stick with boxing, and it worked out.
It worked out very well, brother. Worked out very well, and obviously you were into like doing the sport. Like you could count on yourself. Sometimes you can't count on everybody, so you can count on yourself, and it worked out, kid. So great job, Caleb. All right, so walk me through your first pair of gloves that you put on. You know, like when you first got into the situation. You know, the boxing situation, bro. How'd you feel? Like, how was that?
Well, just, you know, my whole life I loved to fight. You know, I was a real rowdy kid, you know, always climbing stuff and getting into trouble and stuff. So it was a great outlet for me. My dad actually put together just a little bit of money to open up this little rinky-dink gym that we had in Ashland City. And it had one bag hanging in the corner, and then it just had a little floor. And when we would spar, it was just tape on the floor as a ring taped off. And we would stand, hold each other's hands. That way, you know, people wouldn't just be flying all over the place. But there was no ropes or canvas or ring mat. It was just tile floor, and if you fell, it hurt. So, you know, it was pretty simple when we started off, but, you know, you really don't need too much. If you think about it, you know, as long as you know, you're passionate and you got, you know, a person or two who believes in you, you know, you don't need too much when you start out. So.
That's right. So what's the feeling though? Like, so when you had your first, when Pops threw you into some gloves and you had to box with somebody, you know, for the first time, how was it, bro? Was you nervous? I mean, no, I can't. Were you nervous, or how was that, bro? Like, what's that feeling?
You know, just to be that young and to have to get up in front of all these people and a bunch of adults, and, you know, everyone's staring at you, you know, that's it's a big moment now, but much less, you know, when you're, you know, that young. So I was nervous, but I won my first fight. I won my fight, but then I lost the next 4 in a row. So I started off 1-4. So didn't start off that good, but, you know, it's something I love, something my dad loved, and we stuck with it. But yeah, it didn't start off that well.
That's okay. Hey, you know, I don't think I'm almost sure nobody jumps into something and just becomes like super great the first time. You know, you got to go through that process, bro.
And he threw me in the fire early. Like my second fight, I fought a national champion, and I put up a good fight, but, you know, well, and then he took me to a tournament, and I fought a kid who had a bunch of experience. That didn't go well, but, you know, I think him throwing me in the fire early kind of, you know, helped me on the back end. So.
Now that's tight. That's good, man. All right. Shout out to my bro Jamel Lomack in here. All right. Shout out to Vicky too. So, you know, we doing music a little bit too. So, what type of music were you listening to growing up, bro? You know, like
a huge fan of like Stevie Wonder and Earth, Wind and Fire, and, you know, just a lot of old funk. You know, a lot, that's like his favorite type of music. So, you know, that's something I listened to growing up, and something I still really like today. So we used to listen to it. So
that's sweet, bro. That's good stuff, man. You know, well diverse as far as your music here goes. That's good, man. So Caleb, let's go with you were alternate on the 2012 Olympic team, USA Olympic team. How was that experience for you, bro? Like, how was that? That'd be pretty cool.
That was a great experience. Just to be around such a high level of athletes and boxers. I got to spar with some really good fighters. I got to meet some cool people. I met Kobe.
Wow.
I met peace, to the legend, and I got to meet Carmelo Anthony. I got to meet a couple other big timers too, and it was just a great experience. To be able to leave home and be around such a close knit type of people and the coaches. It was a great experience.
That's sweet, bro. That's amazing. Probably Chris Paul too, and all them guys. I'm sure.
Yeah, we seen all them guys. It was a good time.
That's cool, man. So, all right. So I'm sure that was a tight experience, and it was also like a way to push yourself as well. With like, of course, you've been fighting the best already in your life at that point, but it was a way to push yourself with the best of the best, right? So let me ask you this, and we all need to know this, bro. There's a lot of great talent there. I need from you top 3 dudes that you were in there, in your opinion, top 3 guys, and no shade to nobody else too, but
Yeah.
3 guys that were,
I mean, I think Errol Spence, he was I think he was kind of leading the way.
Yeah.
Let's see, who else? Clarissa Shields was out there with us, so
Wait. That's not a dude though, so that's good. That's a bonus, babe. You gave me a bonus. That's good. Let's see. That's cool.
Terrell Gachet, he was doing a job out there, really, really working hard, putting in some great sparring and put up a great effort. And let's see, I'm trying to think who else was out there with us.
You had maybe Michael Hunter and Rashid still was out there. Noop, right? Noop and them was out there.
I'll go with Rashid. There was a lot of great people on the team, a lot of great, fighters. Marcus Brown was out there. He put in a lot of good work. But I'll probably say Rashid. He was a big time leader for us. Already been going there a couple times. So
yeah, that's cool, man. That's awesome, Caleb. Sweet. And then all right, so you turned pro in 2014.
Yeah.
You made your pro debut, correct?
Yep.
All right. In 2014, you turned pro. So do you remember your first pro fight, bro? Like,
Oh yeah.
All right. So what was it? Give me 2 things. Like, what was the feeling once again? Like, how did you feel? Were the nerves like super crazy? Was it different, or was it the same as every fight you've been to? And also tell the people what happened, the outcome. So yeah.
I was a little bit nervous. I had a lot of experience, a lot of amateur experience, a lot of Team USA experience, doing international duels and stuff. But, and I even fought WSB as well. So I even had a little bit of, experience with no headgear and going more than 3 rounds. But I was still a little nervous, just not knowing what to expect and not having the headgear on. This is something that I have dreamt of my whole life, having my pro debut. So it was a big moment for me. But it went really good. It didn't last long, 47 seconds. I got to put somebody to sleep cold, like stiffen them up cold. It was nice. And, just to get that first one out of the way and under my belt in the fashion I did, it was a great experience. I really enjoyed it.
That's cool, bro. That's tight, man. And you've been on a tear since. Well, you've been on a tear before you turned pro, but you've been on a tear ever since too. Like, that's when a lot of people got a chance to actually see Caleb Plant. Like, we know who Caleb Plant is. Caleb Plant, you're a bad man, brother. I'm gonna say that every once in a while too, because you're a bad man, Caleb. You know that. So cool, man. What's so in your pro career, what's 1 or 2, if you want to do 2, but 1 or 2 of your biggest accomplishments to you?
I'll give you 2. It would be, winning my world title against Jose Uzcategui. He was there. Basically stopped Andre Durrell twice. It seemed like nobody really wanted to fight him or get in the ring with him. And for me to, come off the layoff I had with my broke hand and, saying we give him a tune-up fight to stay busy and me not getting one. And then, just everything that people said leading up to that, I wasn't experienced enough or I didn't have this or that. you know, just winning that world title and answering a lot of those questions in the way I did, you know, that was a huge moment for me. And then, you know, right after that would be my hometown fight that we just had this February. You was there with me. You know, all the people who showed up and just the atmosphere in the arena, it was crazy.
It was amazing, bro. That was an experience. That was a great experience for me as well, bro. You know, just being able to see you go back to your hometown and give your fans what they want, what they need, and bring the city up, bring more excitement to the city. That's already exciting. You know, shout out to Nashville. And it was amazing, bro. And of course, you did your thing, bro. You're a bad man, Caleb Plant. You're a bad man. So that's cool, man. We're gonna go with that. And then speaking, well, while we're there, you said you won the champion against Uga Kasi. I get his name twisted. Come on, Uga. Yeah. All right. So when you beat him, people need to know he was the boogeyman, like you said. Everybody was scared to fight that guy, Caleb.
Yeah.
You went in there and you really put on a boxing clinic, man. Like, that was amazing, bro. I just want to give you your credit on that. That was awesome. You know, awesome. So, Caleb, let me ask you your best ring walkout, bro. So far, thus far, which will be your best ring walkout that you feel?
Just back home, the one back home.
Yeah, that was.
Starlito, he's from Nashville. And,
Yeah.
You know, anybody else from Tennessee who knows Tennessee music artist Don Tripp, and then another named Trapper Mandel, who walked me out. You know, just to have them guys with me, and to walk out in front of my hometown with all my friends and family and peers and fans and stuff, and just to see them erupt and go crazy, that would, you know, hands down by far be the best.
All right, that's cool. I can attest, and I agree with that, bro, because I was there and I saw that was amazing. It was electric in that arena, and yeah, look forward to it again. But yeah, Caleb. So you're currently, like I mentioned earlier, you're currently the IBF super middleweight champion of the world. Okay, not just of the state, not just of the city, of the world, right? You know. So hey, now I want to know, and the people want to know, what's next for you, bro? If you can give that to us.
You know, it's looking like the beginning of the year. Anyone who follows me, you know, they see that I've been working for a while, but, you know, I've known this is going to be at the beginning of the year. I just been wanting to stay ready. But yeah, beginning of the year, a name or two floating around, and something I think that everybody's going to enjoy and like. And, you know, I've said yes on my end, so all they got to do is say yeah.
All right, there you go. There it is. There you go, people. We're looking for a big announcement coming soon from my guy Caleb Plant. So Caleb, you know, I got a few fun questions, buddy. What fighter would you want to share the ring with and get in the ring with that's not fighting now, though? You know, that's retired, or they could be even passed away, bro. Like, if there's anybody that you would have wanted to fight just because of who you heard about them, not because you don't like them, nothing like that, because of how big they were and everything. What fighter would you want to get in there with, bro? Any weight class, too, in any division. Let's just say that.
I think James Toney at 168.
Ooh, James Toney, lights out. Okay.
You know, he such a super skillful fighter, but still stylistically a lot different than me. You know, not necessarily have the feet that I have, but just, you know, with all the skill that would go into that fight. And I think the pre-fight antics would be nice too, because step back, and I know I'm not taking a step back. So, you know, I just think talking and, you know, just everything that would go into that fight, I feel like it'd be a big fight, and I feel like it'd be exciting for everybody.
I agree, bro. I agree. Look, Bob said Floyd, I see Floyd. I see Mike Tyson floating around. Yeah, I'm sure, but that's good. That's great, man. I like that, Caleb. James lights out Toney. Yeah,
he's one of my favorites of all time. So
he's a bad man too. He did his thing, man. Shout out to James Toney. That's cool. And then now we need to know current fighters, bro. I know you got somebody coming up already, but still, you go ahead and tell them like it is, Caleb.
Man,
you know?
Definitely be David Benavidez. You know, I think the fans would love if that was a unification fight. Seems like he can't seem to hang on to that thing. So, either way, whether he's got a belt or not, that's a fight that I would love to give to the fans. And then also with Canelo, that's a fight that I've been saying for a while that I want, been vocalizing that I want. And, as long as he gives me the respect as a world-class fighter and, it's no short notice stuff, then we can get it. We can make it happen whenever. So.
Outstanding. I know. Hey, man, like I say one more time, I know for a fact, okay, I'm not assuming on this one. I know my brother Caleb Plant is not scared of anyone in the room. So I know he's very serious and sincere about it. And for some reason, Caleb, I believe that those fights will come to fruition, though. Both of those, bro. I think, because you've done a great job, of course, and they've done a great job as well, respectfully on their side. So yeah, those would be 3 mega fights, actually. Well, 2 mega fights. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool, Caleb. You just, I'm dabbling, bro. You just came from out of town or something. Where you are? No, not out of town. I'm sorry. You were in the gym. I saw that. You were in the gym whooping the speed bag's ass, man. Like, how did you become so? There's a question. How did you become so good, so skillful as far as the speed bag goes? Because you're one of the best to ever do it, and the jump rope. Like, how'd you come so great?
Just. I've been so in love with boxing since I was a kid. I've studied the sport inside out. And, just taking it upon myself to just perfect my craft in every area. Boxing is what I love. It's my hobby. It's my passion. Boxing is my everything, So just taking the time to perfect my craft in every area, whether that's on this jump rope, on the speed bag, or shadow boxing, or, sparring, or just whatever may come, it's something that I want to perfect. I have a lot of respect for the sport and a lot of respect for the people who have perfected this craft that came before me. And, it's my job.
That's right. Now, that's real. I can attest to that too, bro. So, I've heard you mention Pops quite a bit here. So this could be a dumb question, but I don't think it's a dumb question. What or who was like your inspiration growing up, coming up?
In the ring, outside the ring, or
you can go with both. Like, to make you want to become the greatest fighter, like, because you're on page to become the greatest fighter to ever do it. You keep doing what you're doing, Caleb. Okay. To make you want to become that guy, and also to keep you like just level-headed and just be cool outside the ring and chill. Yeah.
Well, outside the ring, just my father fought back in his day. And like I said, he wanted to scrounge up a little bit of money and open up just, the tiniest little gym, just so when I got older, I wouldn't just be running around with my buddies getting in trouble. My father and my grandfather, those are like my 2 biggest heroes. Taught me to be mindful and intentional in what I do. If I'm going to work hard, if I'm going to do something, to be the best at it. And, my grandfather, he, at 11 years old, he had a little popsicle stand. And he had the best ice cream sandwiches in town, so they say. And he would go past his grocery store every day, and he would trade an ice cream sandwich for a cold drink. And one day the guy said, when school starts, what are you going to do with your ice cream stand? And he said, well, I guess I'm going to go to school. And he said, how about you come work for my grocery store? So at 11, he quit school, started working for a grocery store. And then at 13 years old, they said, hey, we'll let you he said, if I live in the back of this grocery store, I'll run this grocery store. So he lived at a grocery store at 13 years old in the back and managed one. And he grew up to own multiple grocery stores, own post offices, and, did well for himself. And so, just at a young age, me wanting to be my own boss and be in control of my, my own destiny, that he was like my biggest inspiration with that. And then just, working odd and end jobs so that we could travel for boxing, and jobs that weren't paying a whole lot, just seeing everything that he was going through and everything we was going through, and just not to see him quit or give up on what we had going, those were huge inspirations to me to make sure that I've seen this thing out. So
yeah, well said, bro. Well said, man. And I met both of those great men right there, and they're both solid as heck, man, like yourself. So that's perfectly put, man. Couldn't do it no better. That's awesome. Somebody said, how'd you get your brim so right? Like, your brim is perfect. They said your brim is looking right. The brim of your hat. How do you work on that, or is it just natural?
It's magic. It's just natural. It's natural.
All right, that's cool. That's cool right there, Caleb. All right, so that's cool, man. Let me ask you. So obviously, not role model, but you're like, yeah, I guess you're like a role model as well now, bro. You're up there. You're doing your thing, Caleb. So I need to know, and the people need to know, if there's a young guy like my son watching or somebody, a young guy that wants to, become something great. What kind of mindset does it take for someone to achieve great things like you did, and just stay focused, and actually make it happen?
I think, at least when it comes to me and my journey, would be passion. I'm a passionate person, and persistence. Even if you don't know how to do it, if you're passionate enough about it and persistent enough at it, you're going to be doing it wrong, but you're going to be working so hard. Eventually, that's going to lead you to doing things the right way. It's going to lead you to the right team and putting yourselves in the right position to meet the right people in the right rooms. And, even from afar, people are going to be able to notice how passionate you are about something. And, if someone's having to tell you to pick it up and, come on, let's go, then you're not passionate enough. People should be trying to tell you to slow down, to take a day. Why don't you rest? Why don't you give yourself a break? And if you're not, I can guarantee you there's somebody out there who is.
Mm-hmm.
My dad's always told me is, whatever you're not willing to do, there's somebody else out there who is. Mm-hmm. And if he does that enough days in a row, he's going to take your spot, and you're going to be on the sideline. And
that's real.
In our heart, don't at least as a man, don't nobody want to be on the sideline. They want to be out there. They want to be calling the plays. They want to be scoring the touchdowns or hitting the home runs. And if you're not putting the time or the effort in, then you're gonna be a bystander.
Absolutely, and I agree 100%, bro. And yeah, like you said, as a man, but also as a human. You're right, because I'm sure the ladies feel the same way. Shout out to Mrs. Plant, Jordan Plant. She's a real wide track runner. She felt the same way, I'm sure. So. And
even a drop of water, if it's persistent enough on a rock, it'll put a hole through it. So.
Real talk, real talk. That's real talk, and that's perfectly put, Caleb. So, all right, that's good, man. I like that. Thank you. Let's go with what type of music do you listen to get in your zone, though, nowadays, Caleb? Like, I know you be out there in the gym. What kind of music usually,
I like rap. I like hip hop. That's usually what I listen to in the gym and, before a fight. And then, just mixing in some old school like we talked about earlier just to keep it, light and fresh. But, yeah, I listen to a lot of rap. I listen to a lot of hip-hop. That'd be my, two biggest genres of music that I like.
There you go. That's tight, man. Like I said, music is a universal language, so it speaks to everybody. And it's a trip because, we got a lot of similarities, bro. I love oldies, too. And I know for a fact that you rock with Nipsey Hussle, and a lot of great rappers, too. So.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man. So, all right, cool. You've been from the country music capital, right? Is that what they call it? Yeah, Nashville would be the country music capital?
Music City, yeah, but I would assume that it would definitely be the country music capital, yeah.
I would say, yeah, right? I would assume it too. We're not supposed to assume, but I would say so. And you've been from there, Caleb. This is something I really don't know. I don't know if I ever asked you this, bro. But so, did you ever want to be a country music star or anything? Did you like country music, bro? Like, give it to me.
Yeah, I think country music at the right time, at the right place, in the right setting. It has to be like, if I'm sitting around a campfire, I don't mind if country music's playing. You know what I'm saying? Right. But not something that I listen to on a daily basis. But. Right. Really see myself as like a country music star or anything like that.
No, that's cool though. That's tight, man. Brandon played professional baseball, and a lot of times they listen to like country music before the games, like when they're warming up and everything. And Brandon got hip to it, and he actually put me on. He was like, bro, they talking. If you listen to some of that stuff, they be talking some stuff in there, Like,
yeah, definitely. And at the right time, like I said, at the right place, the right setting, And that really goes for any music, to be honest. If it's the right place, the right setting, then that type of music is gonna be a vibe. So
that's true. I agree 100%, bro. That's perfectly put, Caleb. All right, cool. So Instruments. Would you like? Did you ever have any, aspirations to play any instrument or?
No, I was never like, musically inclined or like wanted to play music. I was never like artistic. I'm not a good drawer or anything like that. Really
Yeah.
just, it's, football. And then for, in my younger days and fighting, that's really all I know how to do to be honest with you.
Okay. My last music question is about you, bro. So if you could be a music superstar, would you want to be a rapper or a singer?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Take your time, kid.
Let's see. I mean, I think, if I'm just being like brutally honest, which that's why I usually like to be,
Right.
I think with my some of the unfortunate things that have happened, anyone who does know my story, that probably would have made for some good rhymes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
How I
Yeah.
grew up, and then just some of the the things that have happened and along the way, along my journey, that probably would have made some good rhymes for probably a lot of people out there to be able to relate to. So
Absolutely. And that's cool. That's great to know. And I know what you're talking about, and shit, I'm just gonna send my love because that's another thing. We just that ain't what we respect. No, I know. I got you, kid. Huh?
I'm smelling what you cooking.
Yeah, my bro. I've been, it's here. All right, so yeah, Caleb, let's go with a few quick hit questions. Quick hit questions is like this right here. 50 Cent or Ja Rule?
50 Cent. Come on, man.
Easy call for you? Okay, that's too easy. All right. Biggie or Tupac?
I like Tupac. I like
All right.
Tupac a little bit more heartfelt and raw, and I don't think he was perfected his craft the same way Biggie did, but just what he spoke on, and you could tell he was coming from the heart. I like that.
Dig that. So obviously we got to go with Prince or Michael Jackson.
I've listened to more of Mike, so I like
You say what, bro?
I like Mike. I'm gonna go with Mike, but Prince
Okay.
is another one of my dad's favorites who so he's up there too. But I'll go with Mike.
Yeah, nah, that's it. Hey, ain't no wrong. There's no wrong answer in none of them because they're great, So that's good. So let's go with your top 5 rappers from Nashville of all time, though, because you can enlighten people too.
Yeah, let's see. Well, the Tornado and Trapper definitely got to go with them. And I know there's some new ones coming up that are getting popular, but
Okay.
that's tough. That's tough. But definitely from Tennessee, there's a lot of great music artists out right now. Moneybagg Yo's from Tennessee.
Tennessee,
He's not from Nashville though, so
Tennessee cats. No Young Buck. Young Buck wouldn't be in there for you. Nah.
Buck's in my top 3. He's a little past his heyday and everything, but
That's what I mean, of all time.
yeah, Young Buck, he's definitely got to be in there.
Okay, all right. Well, that's fair. That's fair, bro. And then someone in the comments, we got to ask that question. They said Jay-Z or Nas, bro. Right?
Favorite, just as far as music goes?
Yeah, not what they doing outside of everything. Yeah, just music.
I don't know. I really like Nas.
Nas, okay. That's tight. That's good, man. That's good. Nas is dope. He's dope. You can't go wrong.
And I think a lot of his lyricism came. His mom was like really smart as well. She was into music and art, and a lot of things my dad was into. So that kind of even made me like even more of a fan of Nas. I like Nas.
Sweet. All right, that's good, Caleb. Now I got one more good question for you. Well, actually, 2 more. I'm sorry, 2 more, and then I have a music trivia question, and then we're gonna play our songs. But so let's go with your top 5 fighters of all time, brother.
Well, number 1 would be myself.
No order, no order, and you can't be in it. You gotta take yourself out of there, Caleb. Respect. I know you in there, brother, but You got to take yourself out of it.
All right. Let's see. In no order, Floyd, Andre Ward, James Toney. Who else, JP? Roberto Duran.
Roberto, is that Mrs. right there?
She back
Hey, hello. It's my dog.
And Terry Norris.
That's a good five right there, Caleb. I like that. That's solid, bro. That equals solid, man. That's solid. All right, there you go. That's good. All right, so then my last question before we get to this music trivia question, brother, is we got a couple big fights coming up for sure this year. You know, I'm gonna ask predictions, but if you don't have any predictions, whatever, just give me some thoughts on Leo Santa Cruz is facing Gervonta Davis October 31st, right? And then we have December 5th. You got Earl Spence and Danny Garcia. So give me your thoughts on those two, bro. Just a little bit.
Man, that's tough. That's tough.
Badass fighters, we know that too. All four of them are badass.
I think Gervonta, he's gonna have to do a little better than he did against Gamboa because he's gonna have, you know, a guy who's more alive than Gamboa was. But you know, it's hard to bet against Gervonta Davis. You know, with that power and, you know, just him wanting to achieve what he wants to achieve. And but at the same time, Leo Santa Cruz, he's one of my favorite current guys right now. And you know, I know he's really doing this for his dad. You know, and he wants to accomplish this in time. And so I think that's tough. That's hard. That's hard. That's too hard to pick one. But I'm definitely excited for it. I definitely think everybody should be tuned in because, you know, I think it's gonna be a great fight. So
dig that. Yeah, I got you. And then you said Earl and Danny, same thing, same situation basically.
You know, there's just a lot of questions. You know, everyone's ready to see how Earl is coming off of his wreck. You know, if he's the same person that he once was. You know, from everything he says he is, but you know, once that bell rings, that's going to be the tell-all. So, you know, and then Dan, he's accomplished. It's hard to, I don't know. I think with these two fights, sometimes I have predictions, but with these two fights, I'm really just going to be a boxing fan and sit back and watch. So.
I feel you. Hey, that's perfectly put, man. Shout out, you know, every once in a while I shout out people. Shout out to Chase. You know, Chase is in here, and shout out to T. Scotty, and that's well said, Caleb Plant. Those are going to be. To me, these are two terrific fights for sure. I'm not sure if they're fight of the year yet because we haven't seen them, but good candidates for fight of the year for sure coming up, those two. And I look forward to both of those fights, and I'm sure you do too, Kevin. So that's good. You said what?
There's going to be fireworks.
Yeah, electric no matter what, King. All right, so that's cool, man. Music trivia question for Caleb Plant, baby. You ready for it?
Make it too hard.
Nah, it's gonna be hard, bro. Cause if you win, if you win, I gotta give you $1 million, Caleb.
Oh, it's not. Matter of fact, don't make it too easy because if it's too easy and I get it wrong, I'm gonna be embarrassed.
I hope. I don't know. It's tough. But here we go, kid. So, this random too, but who rapped about his past as a prison guard on the 2009 track called Valley of Death? Was it A, Lil Wayne? Was it B, Drake? Was it C, Rick Ross? Or was it D, none of the above?
Rick Ross.
Oh, that's too easy for you, kid, huh? Ding, 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 ding. Damn, wait a minute. I left my $1 million. I left it at the house. I'm gonna get it later for you. Is that cool?
I need that. I'm gonna be like 50 Cent. I need that money. I need it ASAP.
Hey, man, you got it right, though, on the part. That was too easy, huh? That was good, though, Caleb. That means that you love music, bro. Yeah, shout out to my dog. All right, well, let's go with, I'm going to play you a snippet of one of my favorite tracks, and he's also one of my favorite artists of all time, and I know he battled a lot of demons, and, you know, as I got older, the whole world found out that he was on, you know, one of the worst drugs ever, and, but his music is some of the best rap ever for me. And this song is a good one. So this is my man, DMX, you know. I'm going to play a little bit for you and just let you vibe out to this and hear that. You know? Let me see. Almost. But let me see. We went with oh yeah.
Where's your music at? Oh, okay.
It's almost there.
I'm politicking with the chicken when the been from a creek. From 2015 coming through.
Can you hear that, Caleb?
Knew she was a thug when I met her, she had a scar. 54'11", size 7 and girl. Baby face looked like she was 11 with curls. Girlfriend, remember me? Way back, I'm a shake cat, wave cat. TNT, still here, so it's all good. Oh, you know my nigga rich and them doing their thing on 35th Day. Small hood, it's all wood, so let me get that number. I get up, alright? Put you on the track later on, shot. Talking to shorty, made me wanna do something nice. Looking at that, made me wanna do something tonight. And I know right when I see right. Shorty looking like.
All right, Caleb. I ain't gonna hold you too long, but you get the gist, man. That's one of my favorites, man. That album was amazing for sure, and he was dope as hell to me. So yeah, I had to give you that, bro.
I'm great for sure.
Yeah, what you got for me, kid?
Let's see. I'm gonna have to go with Big Crit. I don't know how many of y'all in here listen to Big Crit, but I think he's one of the most talented dudes in the music industry. You know, he makes a lot of his own beats, writes his own raps, and I think he's just super diverse. So this
I say, nah, shout out to Big Crit, shout out to you and my other brother TJ Waddy. Y'all put me on Big Crit. I never I know you like Big Crit, bro. He's tight.
Yeah, here let me bring something up. He had a Hero. Let's see. Nope.
He low key like the South. To be honest, he low key like the South Kendrick Lamar for real. Like, you know, he's dope like that, man. I think he should be bigger than what. Yeah.
And J. Cole said he's like the best one of the best hip hop artists in the whole game. So, you know, if you're getting, you know, checked off by J. Cole, then you gotta be something good. But he got the song called Hometown Hero. It came out 10, 11 years ago. And it's a sample off an Adele track. You know, it's kind of deep and meaningful, but it's got the Friday Night Lights, the Booby Miles thing on the beginning, but I'm just going to play it for you. But yeah, that's one of my all-time favorites.
Hell yeah.
Made black, beautiful. God made Booby beautiful. Black and strong. And when Booby knocks some fools out, Booby gonna knock them out for black excellence. Ain't that right? And I'ma smile when I do. Yeah. I'm distinguished now. What? You didn't live. Come on, man. This is God here. Only thing I gotta do is just show up.
Yeah, a superhero in the flesh. Even at my worst, I'm the best. For the finish, I stretch. When they embarrass me, it's check. Could've walked my way to heaven, but I blow it on my neck instead. What you expect when you in that shit? Name paying half of what you asking. Couldn't even see the pussy, even niggas casting. Now I hold the devil, taking pictures cause you flashing. You can't even imagine. Baby, Kim Kardashian. Number one song in the Grammy, now smashing. Maserati crashing, twirling through the traffic. Underground poles in the middle of the tragedy. I defy gravity, higher than I have to be. Talking to the Lord, I can't stay. Who gon' say about after me? It's like a torn ACL to an athlete. You be nice, Friday like capture me.
So yeah, I have to go listen to the rest on your own, but
Hey. Nah, I like that, bro, a lot, man. I want to say thank you, Caleb. Shout out to my bro. I see my bro in here, Nick Long, one of my favorite pitchers to ever do it, too. Nick Long played with baseball with Brandon as well, but he's a badass pitcher. But he retired now, but a good dude. We need to know what's your dog's name, man. You can't show us that little beautiful thing right there and not give us a name.
This is Nipsey.
Nip, what up, neighborhood Nip? Okay.
So yeah, he's a killer.
Good dude. Is he a good boy or is he crazy?
Oh no, he's good. He knows all types of tricks. He can roll over, sit, stay, shake. He's personality though.
Sweet. So it's clear to say you're an animal lover as well too, huh?
I mean, not over the top or nothing like that, but I think having a dog or two ain't nothing wrong with that. So
That's right, bro. That's right. All right, Kelly, I want to say thank you, man, for taking the challenge and going live with your boy and giving the people some insight on another brother from another, basically doing your thing out here. We wish nothing but the best for you and your family. And I feel like everybody that follows me or whatnot, we following you, bro, for life now, and you already know what time it is. Thank you, Caleb. How can the people find you? How do they follow you anywhere? Anything you got?
yeah, just on Instagram, Caleb Plant. You guys stay tuned. Should have some fight news here soon, and got a lot of other cool things in the works. So yeah, y'all stay tuned, man. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, wait, last minute. I mean, last question. I forgot. Dodgers or the Rays?
I mean, I'm going to Dodgers. So.
LA. Hey, man, we love you, man. Shout out to Jordan Plant and Richie and the whole squad, everybody, man. Y'all be cool. Have a great night, King.
Thank you, man. Y'all be good.